Welcome all to Crypto and Chill. I am Mike, aka Veteran Crypto, and with me as always on Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern is Jeff, aka the Blockchain Report. How's it going, brother?
What up? What up, man? Got a great weekend planned. A lot of work to be done. I got some things I'm gonna be recording for Saturday Night Fever tonight and tomorrow. So
Nice.
it's full pack day tomorrow. Got an event tonight. I'm gonna be trying to talk to some people at this event. So yeah, it's all hands on deck, full throttle.
All hands on deck.
Yesterday, all hands on deck. Two hands.
Yeah, two hands on deck.
No, yesterday, it was awesome because I was able to get off work a little early because the power just went out through the whole building. And they were like, "Well, just go home." So it was pretty cool. I wish it would have happened today though, but oh well. You can't pick and choose. You just gotta accept your fate and
Take what you can get.
yeah, yeah. But no, how's it going up there, man?
It's going. It's going. Just took it sleazy today. Just got a bunch of work done. I've been working on like the analytics and SEO stuff like that to drive traffic to just try to grow the channel. But things are
Mm-hmm.
going good. So yeah, can't complain.
Nice. Yeah, Scoot boy. Just make sure that you got nice soft hands. Put some lotion on it before.
Want soft hands on deck. Well, do you want to introduce the socials and we'll jump on into it?
Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Oh, wait, did it not show up? Oh, yeah. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here on our Crypto and Chill at the Node Network, where me and Mike go live every Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we have a host of shows throughout the week for your viewing and listening pleasures, Sunday through Saturday. You got everything from crypto to music to gaming, starting with the morning show, the Node main show, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's a 2-hour show with education, interviews, a lot of great content, and deep dives. And that Tao one was pretty interesting this morning. Getting to know more about that
Oh, the
network and
subnets.
all the subnets involved. So yeah, check that one out. Great resources. And this show, Crypto and Chill, Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific. My blockchain report segments are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, right after the morning shows at 11 a.m. Pacific. Sovereign Soil with Mike, Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific. David's Daily Market Wrap-Up and Private Coaching, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Well, the private coaching is Tuesday and Thursdays with Ellie. So check that out. Great if you're just getting into investing and kind of learning the basics, which we also have courses that teach you all that, which I'll get into in a minute. Saturday Night Fever, the music segment of our channel, Saturday nights at 6 p.m. And there's two parts on that Saturday Night Fever. So there's going to be an interview part with the DJ and then a DJ set right after. So make sure you don't miss that. The Red Pill Thursday nights, 6 p.m. Pacific. That was a lot of fun last night. We always get some interesting conversations on that one. And Gaming and Chill with Jay and Ellie, Sunday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. And our website. Just want to make sure that I'm streaming because last week we weren't screen sharing.
That's true. That's true.
David did an awesome job revamping the website. So come to the node.pro. You can leer over here with our educational courses that don't cost a thing. There's lessons, modules, quizzes. So introduction to DeFi, money basics, crypto fundamentals, investor mindset, in perps trading and stuff, DeFi money mastery, and Bitcoin University. So highly recommend you getting involved in that because even if you've been in the space for a while, there's still stuff you can learn. And
I'm checking out the Discord right now. That post that you did with
the
the
circuit,
workout.
yeah,
I think I might try it. I might try it just to mix up my workout.
yeah, it looks like a good full body blast.
I'm just curious if I can do three full rounds with no rest.
We used to do the Billy Blanks, Tybo.
I did when probably the best shape I've ever been in was I was actually doing P90X, and I would do a full workout of P90X, and I would then I'd go weight train, and then like we'd go out and do patrols and stuff like that, and I'd come back, and at night I'd do a second workout, a full second workout, and so basically I was just working out all day long and eating like as often as I could. And that is probably the best. I was like 35 or 36 at the time. It's probably the best like shape I've ever been in.
Looking all jacked.
Oh, dude, no, I actually was. I was like 190, which is big for me. Ooh. I was 190 but just ripped.
Fuck, man. No, functional over.
Yes, but that was the key. Is I was like, I mean, I could still run 6-minute miles, and I mean, I was like functional, freaking big.
Damn, yeah, we want that good physique, but also you want to be able to move around in space without being all stuck and like a body.
Like be able to wipe your own ass.
Yes. If you can't put your hands above your head, you got a problem.
Yeah.
The newsletter, $20 a month, fully customizable. You can even generate a preview of it. Does hyperlinks with news articles, does support and resistance levels. Saves you a lot of time from searching out the news and everything on these assets. And especially if you're trading these, the ranges are excellent. So what's up, black guys? Oh, black guys.
Nick Dunn, he called Black Ice black guys.
There's not too many of them in Oregon. But yeah, this stuff is a great resource. If you're doing a lot of trading, pick your own assets, and very, very beneficial, because time is money. Money is time. And if it can save you hours a day, then why not, test it out. David also offers one-on-one coaching. He does a no cost to you introductory call for 30 minutes to see if you're ready to go on that next step. But if not, he'll recommend you to go to our Leering center and do the educational content until you are ready. So also join our community. We'd love to have you. We have an amazing Discord full of awesome people. And in the future, we're going to be integrating that into the website so we don't have to have people going all of these different places. So, that'll be nice to have our own little social channel in here, because I know everybody doesn't like Discord, and it can be kind of clunky setting one up and having to download a whole separate software for it. So it would be nice. But yeah, join our Discord and DeFi University. And what else? We got our store. We got some merch dropping soon. I've seen some of the stuff that you've been coming up with. We got some pretty cool shit that we're whipping up. Right now, these are just placeholders, but we got shirts, shorts, hats, thermoses.
I do like the hat, though.
Yeah, the hat's nice. That hat's really nice.
That bill needs to get broken, though. I hate those. I hate those fucking flat bills.
To fucking snap it, dude. You're like, I'm gonna break that bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got some Saturday Night Fever hat pins and shot glasses too for those the want to take a little party to the next level. And also follow us on Twitter, the _network. If you're on Twitter, go over to YouTube, join the chat here. So we would love to interact with you. And the arena, we still have our the _only_DCA. because we can't change that yet. But until we can, this is where we're at. And yeah, go to YouTube.
So you got any news or anything that you're wanting to cover? Or
yeah, I was so the whole SEC tokenizing stocks is delayed. I guess they're delaying innovation exemption for tokenized stocks after feedback from exchanges and market participants. I haven't really been able to find out much more than that, but yeah, what I announced the other day on Tuesday's show, I think it was, and Keychain, they commented on it, which I haven't really seen much out of Keychain lately. Have you? That would be
no.
one I'd be interested in David doing a deep dive on.
Circle back and do another deep dive on it?
Yeah. So they said regulatory delays in tokenized assets often reflect the complexity of aligning innovation with existing market structure and compliance framework. So yeah, it's not surprising that they're delaying this exemption, but we'll see. Did you guys talk about the poly market thing?
Nope.
So I think there was something about their contract, Polymarket's adapter contract.
Huh.
And there were
what's that?
Polymarket, I don't know. So there were security reports linked to rewards payout. Actual user funds and market resolutions are safe. Findings point to a private key compromise of a wallet used for internal top-up operations. So not contracts or core infrastructure. So in wallets like Rabby, you can have, you can top up gas on different networks. And instead of like sending gas across, they have like a top up feature where they hold a certain amount of crypto in a wallet. And if you need a little bit of gas, they'll kind of top you up on gas. So it's like a separate wallet that they have. So I guess that's what it was. People were speculating that it was like a whole poly market wide thing, which it's not. And I think Minnesota actually
we covered that. They banned prediction markets, made it tried to make it a felony, and so Kalshi and I think Poly Market they basically went and filed I think it was with the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They cease and desist or something along those lines, basically to try to stop it. And similar stuff going on in Nevada and in Washington State. So basically, all the Democrat states, they want to make sure the government gets theirs. They don't want competition.
So you're gonna have casinos, right? In Nevada specifically, like you have casinos there, and then you're gonna yell at Poly Market and Kalshi for gambling online.
they want the gambling to be done in the casinos where they get their cut.
Fuck, man.
That's what it's all about.
Let me just move across out of the country real quick with and then I'll be able to use it.
No, it's fucking ridiculous. It's just
So what were they? I mean, are they just trying to? If you operate or use this protocol, then we should get a percentage. Like, is that instead of making it illegal, are they going to try and push for that?
I don't know. It's new news. It broke today, so we'll see.
Shit. Well, I got one thing on Aave. The second to last batch of RS ETH has been sent to the RS ETH Layer 0 lockbox by Kelp DAO. I don't know why are they using Layer 0 lockbox? I don't know if I'd be still using Layer 0 at all. So the remaining amount will be sent on Monday, fully restoring RS ETH's backing. So Looks like you'd be able to get some stuff out of Aave. And on a network sunsetting, we have another layer 2 network that is gone to the wayside. We salute you.
We went over this one earlier today.
Yeah, that's, I don't know how many are going down now, but there was another project.
We covered 3, but I know there's more.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, there's basically just, a lot of these companies that have vaporware or just, aren't getting adoption, if they can't generate revenue and they can't dump their token, to fund operations, they got to close up shop. I mean, that's what a lot of, a lot of these, different companies are doing right now is, they're, a lot of them are trying to pump their token so that they can dump it on retail. Like, I know one right now is Ondo. The Ondo Finance, they've been cashing out, I think daily or weekly, they're cashing out like 7-8 figures, in freaking the Ondo token because it's been pumping.
Shit.
And so they're cashing out, freaking a bunch of the tokens to have money to fund operations because they're doing great things. The company is, but it's if you got all all those people, you got to pay salaries and you got to pay for office buildings and you got to pay for all lawyers and stuff to because I mean they're doing the whole RWA thing, so I'm sure they need an army of freaking attorneys to for compliance and all that kind of stuff. So it's not cheap,
No. Yeah. What do you
Ripple
think?
the same. Oh, go ahead.
Thinking about these networks that are sunsetting, and there's going to be some liquidity left on there because not everybody's going to pull all the funds off. And
no. I'm not saying that the token's going to die.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like if you have USDC across 1,000 wallets left on this network, right? Zero. Yeah. If there's 50 cents here, 50 cents there across 1,000 wallets, and they sunset the network, you can't take anything back off. Do you think that they can go in, knowing what we know now of these protocols being able to freeze and move around funds, can they just take whatever liquidity is left on these networks and move it out somewhere else?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't understand. I'll be honest. I don't understand the tech that deeply. It's possible.
Schoolboy said they give you time to remove it, but
they did on their post on Zero's post. I think they said that you had until like June 21st or something like that. July 31st. Yeah. The deadline is July 31st. And so they're like, hey, get your liquidity off, whatever, which is cool. I mean, that's awesome that they're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. They
other protocols and other chains have not been that kind. They just fold up shop and they're just like, screw you, I guess.
Or they'll give you a week. Like some things, if you don't register for certain things, they give you a week or less. It's like, guys, what the fuck?
Right.
Give us more time.
Right. All right. What else you got?
That's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got to say about that.
Let's see what I got. Regulatory and policy shifts. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill has been adjusted. A revamped draft of the U.S. Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill has dropped its initial ambitious target of purchasing 1 million Bitcoin. Instead, the updated legislative framework pivots to establishing a strict 20-year lockup period for any Bitcoin currently held or acquired by the federal government. That's still pretty bullish because that means that any seized Bitcoin that they're in possession of, which is quite a bit, is by my understanding, is a mandatory, by law, mandatory 20-year lockup. So I mean that's like doing an arrow lock for 20 years, on a whole lot of Bitcoin. So
damn.
That's pretty bullish. I mean, what do you think? Well, what do you think Bitcoin might be worth in 20 years?
Oh
Zero
shit.
or $1 million, or what do you think?
Uh, yeah, at least 1 million. And what? Yeah, how much Bitcoin does the government have right now, or is that just going forward? Does that include?
No, it's including what they currently have in custody, is what I'm reading. I mean, I can pull up the full article.
Yeah, I wonder how much. Because not like Germany, where Germany just dumped their Bitcoin before the fucking
What a
bomb.
what a dumbass thing they did. It's like you got all this fucking Bitcoin for free, and you go and you sell it. It's like freaking at least hold on to some of it. Oh, what's this? Giving
So
me
let's see how much.
errors. All right. So the whole story is new bipartisan legislation introduced in the House on Thursday would lock U.S. government Bitcoin holdings into a strategic reserve for at least 20 years. It is the latest congressional push to codify President Donald Trump's 2025 executive order to establish a national Bitcoin stockpile. The bill's author, Representative Nick Bignich, a Republican from Alaska, alongside code lead Rep. Jared Golden, a Democrat from Maine. I'm liking a lot of this stuff I'm seeing is bipartisan. I'm seeing both Republicans and Democrats co-authoring a lot of this
Nice.
legislation, which is refreshing to see.
Yeah.
Um, so they introduced the American Reserve Modernization Act of 2026, or ARMA, to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve and separate digital asset stockpile for non-Bitcoin assets held by the federal government and managed by the Treasury. According to the bill text obtained by the bloc, ARMA would require all Bitcoin deposited into the reserve to sit there for a minimum of 20 years, barring the government from selling,
Mhm.
swapping, auctioning, encumbering, or otherwise disposing of it, the assets for any reason. After the lockup period expires, the Treasury Secretary could then recommend selling up to 10% of the reserve's assets in any 2-year period. America, and that's pretty cool too, because that means they can't just dump it all. America should not be selling off strategic digital assets. We should be securing them for the future. Um, this bill takes a long term approach by requiring the United States to responsibly hold Bitcoin as part of a modern reserve strategy. This legislation builds on Trump's executive order signed last year to create a Bitcoin reserve and digital asset stockpile, mostly funded through Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies already held by the federal government. All right. So the policy of this government is to add seized Bitcoin to our digital asset reserve after the damages are done. So after they pay damages or whatever. Percent
Mm.
commented at the time. So the Bitcoin reserve, our view was first you have to stop selling, which we have done, and then we have to add the assets and asset forfeitures. Oh, sounds good. So I
Oh,
mean,
it's
it's a long term mindset, for the U.S. government on Bitcoin.
and it's not just seized assets. Um, so they're targeting a 1 million Bitcoin strategic stockpile.
Hmm.
Execution, it mandates the US Treasury to acquire 200,000 Bitcoin annually over the next 5 years. Um, Funding utilizes gold revaluation to fund purchases, ensuring the plan remains budget neutral, a critical move given current federal debt concerns. And yeah, the required mandatory 20-year minimum. But yeah, I mean, that's a. And so right now the government has
Three
about.
hundred and twenty-eight thousand
Yep.
372 Bitcoin.
Yep.
So they got a ways
So
to go to get to a million.
got a little bit. Oh man, that's a. Now, how much you think they'll seize over the next 20 years?
That's the thing, is the government, they're great at taking things from people, finding ways to take things from people. I mean, all those Aave assets, all that liquidity. They tried fucking gangstering that, using some
Yep.
law from back during the after the Korean War. They
Oh
were
yeah,
like, oh, this is reparations for the people that were affected by the Korean War. It's like, really,
bitch.
really. That's how you're gonna gangster all that money is you're gonna use like a freaking what 70 like almost 80-year-old fucking war.
Oh, dude. Well, look at California. If your Bitcoin sits on an exchange for what 2 years and it's not touched, then they can seize
Yeah,
it. I think is it 2 years?
yeah,
So
no, I know they were trying to pass that
if
freaking
you're in a coma, just don't get in a
dude.
coma for 2 years.
The fucking government, dude, they freaking love sticking their hand in people's pockets.
Uh-huh. Oh
All
shit.
right, so we
They don't even
got
give you a good rub job with that either.
I think you covered that. Prediction markets dealt legal setback. Yeah, it was the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied an emergency request from Kalshi and Polymarket to halt ongoing enforcement lawsuits in Nevada and Washington State. All right, so it looks like the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals denied. So that's not bullish. Institutional DeFi and RWA tracking. So Functional Brands acquires Alchemy for 142 million in a major TradFi DeFi infrastructure play. Functional Brands, their ticker on Nasdaq is MEHA, executed a definitive all-stock asset purchase agreement valued at 142.9 million to acquire Bullion FX's Alchemy platform, a gold-backed blockchain settlement layer and retail/institutional DeFi ecosystem. Yeah, let's go check this out. Um,
I was
what's
surprised to
that?
hear David all bullish on Plume, except for the token.
Yeah, now he's bullish on the project,
Yeah,
just not the token, and I tend to agree. All right, let's see. I'm still holding all my plume though. I'm still holding all my plume.
might as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen. I mean, tokens with terrible tokenomics can pump. We've seen it time and time again. It's just
Mm-hmm.
plume might not be the long term hold that that I wanted it to be. It's I really enjoyed the diversity of how you could use it in DeFi when there was liquidity and when there was activity on the Plume network. We need to see that again. I'm bullish on the project, and what they're building, what they're building out, as far as an RWA ecosystem, DeFi ecosystem. And so I feel like that the liquidity will come back. And so that's why I'm holding my Plume is I want to be able to use it in DeFi as part of my DeFi portfolio to generate yield. So
Yeah, Scoot Boy said he's surprised we like Tau enough. But
dude,
I mean,
it's a good project, and a lot of those subnets, some of those tokens. I mean, shit, they've done, what was it like a 1,600 fucking percent freaking pump or some shit. The one that David was talking about today. There's a bunch of the subnets that are doing, really good returns, deep in a bear market. So, I mean, if the tokenomics is good, it's we're gonna call it like we see it. It's like I have a very very small bag of Tau, Tau and Tron. I bought some small bags of both.
I was gonna
So
say, did you get any Tau? You end
Bullion
up getting
FX. Yes, I did. I did. Let me look up Bullion FX.
booty on gold. Little meows.
Looks like it might be an Australian exchange.
What a crispy. Crispy crunchy.
There we go. let's freaking share this bad boy. So this is it. Alchemy, Gold Vault, Alchemy Layer 2 institutions, the Alchemy token, the roadmap, and the team. New standard in tokenized gold, backed 1-to-1 with 1 troy ounce of physical vaulted gold. Redeemable. I like that. So if I'm understanding this right, and we'll keep looking into it, but if you own 1 ounce worth of tokenized gold, you can redeem it for a physical ounce of gold. It says it's redeemable. Banks, financial institutions, trading apps, and exchanges all offer centralized custody, requiring users to inherently trust the operators to hold their assets. It's time custody returned to the user. Introducing Alchemy Vault, a decentralized mobile wallet allowing users to be their own custodian, retain full control of their assets, and access a new world of personal finance backed by gold. Self-custody, pay, you can earn. So gold holders can opt into Alchemy's yield engines to earn interest through TradFi and DeFi mechanisms with full transparency on the source of yield. We might have to do a deep dive on this. Dude, if you could hold gold and maybe eventually silver and stuff like that, and just by holding it earn yield and still have exposure to the asset.
Dude.
And I'm not saying that that's what this is doing, but I want to do a deep dive and find out.
Yeah, Alchemy Vault. Wow.
So Alchemy Credit Protocol enables borrowing and lending using gold as collateral, letting holders access liquidity while retaining their gold positions. That's cool. Being able to freaking borrow against, because like I have gold and silver in my safe, but I mean it's just sitting there. I can't do anything with it, But if I could have like a digital representation of it, obviously as long as it's custodied with them, as long as I don't redeem it. But if I can earn yield off of it, and then just every once in a while when that yield builds up into an ounce of gold or something like that, I could redeem it and just keep stacking the physical gold that I have in my safe. That might be cool.
Yeah, so for them to verify,
it'd be a gold farm. It'd be like a straight up gold farm.
So how do they verify I guess you can do that all deep dive, because they would need to make sure that you have the gold and it's legitimate. And
oh, I mean, yeah, I mean they would definitely need to be doing audits and stuff like that. But if this is, and again, that's why I want to do a deep dive is dig into, okay, whose jurisdiction does this fall under? What does their crypto legislation and laws look like? That's the kind of stuff that I'd want to find out. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Crispy? How's it going, brother? Man, we got the whole crew up in the chat. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Buy 12-month gold at a 10% discount to spot. Yield exceeds forward premium. Above bank yields, 11 to 17% APY without bank deposit or counterparty risk. Yeah, we're doing a fucking deep dive on this. 0% mortgages. Yield from gold collateral offsets loan interest. Borrower pays nothing. I want to know how the kind of not the tokenomics, but the mechanics behind this. This almost sounds too good to be true.
Was that the same alchemy that oh man, where's that a different alchemy? What's their Twitter? I
Um,
think that's a different one.
let's scroll down to the bottom. So their Twitter, this is their Twitter,
Okay.
at alchemy_L2. I'll throw them a follow. So they only
Yeah,
got 6,000 followers.
but they're
Um,
posting quite a lot.
let's see.
Their team is doxed, so yeah, that's good.
No,
And that's really important, man. You know, the fact that they have their team up there and
let's see. Alchemy XYZ. So tell me about Alchemy. And their tokenized gold DeFi ecosystem. So I'm just doing a quick search on AI just to get a basic idea. We'll do a better deep dive on this on Monday. So yeah, Alchemy is the one that do Alchemy Pay. You know, the ACH crypto to fiat gateway, and Web3 developer infrastructure platform. So they're making major waves following a massive corporate shift. Publicly traded company called Functional Brands. We went over that. So it looks like this makes it one of the first full stack gold backed DeFi ecosystems owned by a publicly listed company. So they are a publicly listed company. So, I mean, that does say something. They're on the NASDAQ. So, I mean, that does say, lend to the fact that they've been vetted by, the SEC, and, they have to follow certain rules with disclosures and audits, and, they have to give, a certain amount of transparency. I think they call it like they have to file like an S1 or something like that each quarter that, basically, shows their profits and, all that kind of stuff. So
wait, I
that
think there's two alchemies. I think because where'd you find that? Because Alchemy that's been around a while for years is the on-chain developer platform that does the RPC
yeah, and
APIs.
what I'm reading from the news article is that they're the
Oh,
ones that acquired, they acquired that DeFi
oh,
platform for the
oh
tokenized
shit!
gold. That's what I'm getting at.
Wow, I thought it was two separate. Oh shit! Okay, damn,
That's
that
what
is
I'm
huge.
reading on this. It says the core problems, Stephen Moss, the founder of Bullion FX and Alchemy, and the incoming team aim to solve is the traditional gold exchange traded funds, or ETFs, and basic tokenized gold products provide price exposure only,
Mm,
yielding near 0% while charging management and storage fees. Alchemy positions itself as a yield generating ecosystem for physical gold positions.
damn.
Yield bearing gold. The platform uses decentralized finance applications to generate above market yields directly on physical gold and USD positions. Fused financial instruments. For institutional clients, the platform bridges traditional finance and DeFi to create hybrid products. Examples include exchange listed USD gold funds and yield bearing loan offsets, allowing entities to hold USD exposure that is physically backed and hedged by gold. Stablecoin functionality. Alchemy acts as a minting engine for stablecoins designed to function as real money. By mixing the stability of USD, that can be debated, with the hard asset backing of physical gold to minimize counterparty risk. No, this is sounding like really, really cool.
That's huge. Yeah, because Alchemy is a solid company. I mean, they've been uh, around for a while, 8 years now, I think.
Yeah, because that's this is Alchemy, isn't it? Because this is Alchemy dot XYZ.
Alchemy.com is and it's a different logo, but yeah, if they bought it as like a
You know what? I think you might be right.
DeFi.
I don't think that this is the other alchemy because this is alchemy layer 2.
But they could have acquired it as like a, I don't know. Yeah,
Possibly,
we could do a
possibly.
deep
We
dive.
need to do we need to do a deep dive on it. Let's see. Let's go to Coin Market Cap
I mean,
and
the
look at.
team, having the team and knowing who they are and seeing what they've been involved with.
Let's do DeFi Llama.
Importante.
Let's go to the Llama and let's look up alchemy. Alchemist. Okay, no alchemy there. All right. Let's try this. Well, there's Alchemy Pay. Huh. So you got Alchemist AI, you got Alchemix, and Alchemy Pay. And this is the one that it was talking about, that Alchemy Pay, the ACH.
Mm-hmm.
It's traded on Binance and Coinbase and all that jazz. Chart looks like pure dog shit. But this DeFi though, like I said, I'm going to talk to David about doing a deep dive on this because I love owning gold and silver. And to be able to have it tokenized to where I can earn yield and keep exposure to it, like I would have loved to buy like some tokenized silver and be earning yield on it from during COVID when it dipped down to like $12. Freaking,
Dude,
I
yeah.
bought like any bit of dry powder that I had at the time. This is before I really got into crypto. Actually, no, I think I just gotten into crypto, but I bought all the silver I could get my hands on at $12 an ounce.
Back the truck up.
Yeah, no, because I mean at its height, I think at one point during that pump, it got up to like almost 120, so it was almost a 10x. Is what I made, off of buying silver. I've made more money on silver and gold than I have on crypto so far.
The slow and steady, man. Well, you've been stacking silver for a long time.
Yeah, no, I've been stacking silver since it was $5 an ounce. Back in the '90s, the '80s and the '90s. All right, what else we got going on? Market context. Let's see. So it looks like seizures versus production. While the US, China, and the UK act strictly as custodians of confiscated criminal assets, nations like Bhutan and El Salvador are intentionally building reserves via sovereign mining and direct purchases, establishing a different playbook for state level accumulation. I know El Salvador was talking about using the volcanoes there for to generate power, geothermal power, to basically mine free Bitcoin. Once they built the infrastructure, they wouldn't be paying for power anymore. So I mean, basically, once they paid off the equipment, the original capital investment, it would basically be all free Bitcoin.
Damn.
So I know
That'd
that
be a
they
smart move.
I mean, do you know if they ever pulled that off?
I don't. Are they still buying every day?
I don't know. Oh, well, I got a little bit more news here. Institutional DeFi and RWA. So we got native Bitcoin lands on Base via Fireblocks. I'm still bouncing back and forth emails with Fireblocks, trying to get one of their team members on. So that we should be able to pull that together here soon. But yeah, that native Bitcoin on Base, dude, that's huge. So Verified X has integrated Fireblocks to bring native Bitcoin redemptions and Frost privacy primitives directly to the base layer 2 network. The move targets institutional capital seeking native Bitcoin exposure in DeFi protocols while preserving on-chain privacy and mitigating front-end risks. I need to make a note of that too. We need to do a deep dive on that on Monday as well.
And yeah, El Salvador is using volcanic geothermal energy to mine Bitcoin.
Oh, I appreciate you looking that up. Native BTC on Base. Keep going. Sorry.
So they started in late 2021, and as of May 2024, they had mined around 470 Bitcoin. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Token. Sorry, I'm just making some notes. Tokenized.
Yeah, they plan on expanding. Yeah, anything that you can do to mine Bitcoin, you know, like those hot water heaters in your home.
Yeah, for free.
Like, fuck.
It'd be freaking cool. I mean, if Elon Musk pulled it off, he could freaking put because you wouldn't need to worry about cooling or anything either. If he launched a bunch of fucking tiny Bitcoin miners into the fucking orbit, like where they could be solar, where they'd be powered by solar power, and then have it to where freaking basically the vacuum of space would keep them running cold. Dude, that would be an awesome way to freaking mine Bitcoin.
Have them on one of the Starlink satellites, just
dude. Why not? Fucking have it hitch a ride. Put a small Bitcoin miner on each of the Starlink satellites. Have it. I mean, it'd be. I mean, it's up there already. It's has power. It has the the cold of space. It's like just have it dual purpose. It's providing internet and it's mining Bitcoin. It would just mitigate, over time, it would mitigate the cost of putting the satellite, up into space a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. It'd be cool if you did.
Elon, if you're listening, hey. I'm dropping diamonds here.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what else we got. Solana perps volume explodes. So Solana-based perpetuals futures, the DEXs hit a milestone, flipping 20 billion in weekly trading volume for the first time, driven by deep liquidity and high competitive fee structures. So I have a very small short in right now. It's like it's like $100 and it's a 2x. I'm not doing like any $1 million trades or anything like that. So yeah, let's see what's going on with the markets right now.
Oh yeah, happy Bitcoin Pizza Day, everyone.
Pizza sounds good. I need to freaking. All right, so nothing too crazy. Bitcoin's not doing anything too crazy. But
you got any pizzas in the freezer?
I've had a short in for a minute. Yeah,
pizza in the freezer?
No, I don't. I just and it's something that whenever I go to the store, I need to grab a couple of because I fucking love just throwing a pizza in. Yeah, I probably should have done an ETH short as well, but I didn't. I just did a Bitcoin short. And then whenever I close it out, I'll just use it to buy more Bitcoin. So hopefully I can do like get like a $150, $200, and then just at that lower price flip it into more Bitcoin because I just had it sitting in USDC. I got I don't know about $4 or $5 grand in dry powder, waiting for waiting for the market to pull back in a big way. Because if the market pulls back in a big way, I'm probably going to stack up on Bitcoin and a couple of key alts. If hype would ever fucking pull back, it's like, holy
Ooh.
shit. I'm just like, freaking, come on. I want to get some exposure to hype, but it just keeps going up.
I was just looking at that a little while ago, and it's like, damn, it's all time. Well, it was at all time high. It pulled back. I mean, it had quite a week. Holy shit!
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Well,
Oh
shit,
yeah.
man. I think that's all I got.
What did you sell it at, Crispy? He said, "I regret selling hype. I want it back."
I
What was
do,
your
right?
exit? Yeah, that's always the worst. You sell it, and then you're like, "Oh, it's just gonna keep going up."
Oh, well, I mean, I sold my XRP at $2 and it kept going up. It's like I sold my Ondo on the pump and it's, it keeps going up, but it's just you're not going to sell the top. It's just if you make a profit, if you made a profit, you just got to be happy. It just that's the way it works. Find a different asset, a good solid different asset, and invest in that. And and then if you get a pullback on hype, and you're in profits on that other project, peel off some profits and buy back into hype, and I don't know. Ondo, I sold about 10 cents too short too. Yeah, like I said, you're never going to catch the top. Oh,
I mean,
incrementally at 42, 44, and
that's
40
pretty
cents.
good. That's
It,
not too bad.
you made profits, brother. It's fucking nothing wrong with that.
Uh, yeah, if only we could have got in at sub $10.
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. The road to
Dude,
bad decisions is paved with I wish I woulda. I do it all the time. It's like I thought about doing something, I didn't do it, and it would have worked out really well for me. In money and investing and relationships and everything. I wish I woulda. Fucking you can pave a road. Fucking and I wish I would.
yeah. Well, I remember Solana hitting $8, and I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh shit, that's it's gonna die," and then nope.
yeah.
I mean,
No, I mean I bought ETH
shit,
after the FTX debacle, and I want to say it was like at $32 or $30 or something, and then I ended up
wait,
selling when it broke
ETH
$100.
or Sol?
So
Okay. Oh
no, I
yeah,
wish I would have been around and bought ETH at $30.
man. I remember when I first got into crypto in like 2016 and it was like 2017 when ETH was like $14. I remember just looking at it like, oh shit, dude. Yep. $14, man. Oh, Cardano was a fraction of a penny.
Oh,
And
dude, yeah. Hindsight's 2020. Freaking, it's easy to look back because we forget, all those projects that were supposed to be huge that we didn't invest in and they went away. There's plenty of those too. It's easier to remember the ones that got away. You know what I mean?
EOS, XLM, Stellar Lumens. Yeah, if you look at the top 10 from 10 years ago, it's it's completely different. It
Yeah.
looks crazy.
No, that's the thing. It's just fucking. Yeah, I don't know. Anytime you're up in profits, it looks like Gaznev. It says he's up 4K. Peel some profits off, man. It's like take your I don't know what your initial investment was, but maybe take some initials out. Like
Yeah,
if you put 1,000 in or 2,000 in, take that out. So then you're playing with the house's money.
yeah. I don't know. We're not TA guys, so we don't know where
I'm
it's
not
going to
I'm not a
bounce.
TA guy,
Yeah,
but dude, profit's profit. If you're up, if you're up some good profit, peel off the profits. Get your initial out at least to where again, let the house's money ride. Get your dry powder out that you can do something else with. And if it keeps going, awesome. If you lose everything, you still have your original money. And if it keeps running, peel some more profits off. If it keeps running, peel some more profits off. Then if it crashes, then at least you made some money. But I don't know. I'm always, more downside ahead for sure. Hey, David.
Our expert.
So we ran into a couple of interesting things during the show. I don't know if you were watching, but native Bitcoin is coming to the base network via Fireblocks. So we need to do a deep dive on that on Monday. And Alchemy Exchange tokenized gold. So we ran into it where basically you can own tokenized gold that's backed 1-to-1 with by a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange, and it looks like that it's yield bearing. So there might be some cool DeFi opportunities with it. So we need to do a deep dive on those two on Monday, brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, he's on the Drew trading plan. 200
oh shit! On the 200x leverage. It's like I put 200x leverage on $10.
Yeah, fucking. Hey, if you can manage that, go for it.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Gold BTC. Yeah, dude, that's if that ends up being legit and there's some good fucking yield. I mean, they were talking like 7 to 11% yield. So if I can keep full exposure to gold, and they said it's fully redeemable too. So like if you ever wanted to have the physical gold, I'm sure there'd probably be a fee or something attached, but you could redeem it, for gold. But if I can hold exposure to the price of gold and earn yield, that might be a place that I put a chunk if I ever make it, that decent amount, that treasury that I'm always talking about. If I can diversify into freaking Bitcoin, and if it's coming native Bitcoin, it's coming to the base network, and there's going to be some DeFi plays with it to where I can, earn some yield on it. I might have a part of my Bitcoin bag earning yield, have some tokenized gold earning yield, have some stables earning yield, and just have my treasury just quietly growing like 10%, just to outpace inflation, and then have 20% of my portfolio in DeFi strategies, the advanced DeFi strategies like looping and things like that to generate a couple grand of income per month. That might be a good portfolio to build out.
Oh, Scoot Boy, Mezzo has their own network. Not on base. I don't believe so. And also you gotta keep in mind this weekend is a holiday weekend, so volume's gonna be super low.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Monday's Memorial Day?
Yep.
All right.
So keep that in mind.
Well, you got any closing thoughts, brother? We're out of time.
Get yourself a pizza. Celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Man, I hate you. I live. That's the one bad thing about living in the middle of nowhere. I can't just order up a pizza.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour round trip if I want to go get a pizza.
Oh, the town that's 20 minutes from you isn't they don't have a little shop?
All they got's a gas station.
Oh yeah.
I could go and get like a frozen pizza, but like a good pizza, no.
Yeah, no. Oh. Well, if you can get it, get one, but if not, enjoy the weekend. Stay safe out there if you're celebrating with family, friends. Go outside and touch some grass, touch some ass.
Smoke some grass, touch some ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I probably could. I got all the stuff to where I could make some dough, and I could put some tomato sauce on it. I got a couple of different meats that I could throw on there, and some some veggies. I actually probably could, cobble together a pizza, if I really wanted to.
Hey, Frankenstein pizza. You like a
Yeah,
Frankenstein pizza?
we love you too, Sack Nasty. Give your stepmom our best. So
Yeah.
with that, thank you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. So let me see. What do we got going on tomorrow?
Sovereign Soil.
Yeah, we got
And
Sovereign Soil and we got Saturday Night Fever.
yeah.
So again, I'll be doing. I don't know what my topic's going to be, but I'll probably do something on homesteading. The last one I did was more emergency prep. The last couple have been. So I think I might do something on homesteading and then Saturday Night Fever. So yeah, if you feel
Yeah.
like it, if you're not busy and you want to join us tomorrow, appreciate you. Until next time, Veteran Crypto out.
Peace out.